What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Out of the Darkness. I am Q, so I'm going to issue a disclaimer. If you have blood pressure issues, you should probably turn this off now because it's only going to elevate as we go on. So I'm going to read something to you, or attempt to read it to you, with a little bit of commentary involved. So this is a Breitbart article, and it is from the 10th of March. And House Democrats inch closer to overturning congressional election in Iowa. Democrats have accused Republicans of refusing to accept the 2020 election, but they may be about to do just that in Iowa's 2nd congressional district, where Representative Marionette Miller Meeks, Republican, defeated Democrat Rita Hart by 6 votes. As Breitbart News has reported, Democrat election lawyer Mark Elias, who helped fund the fraudulent Russian dossier. Now, real quick, so how in the world does this guy fund the fake Russian dossier? He maintained his law license after lying. Lynn Wood is actually being threatened to lose his law license for telling the truth, but I'll get to that in a little bit. And led efforts to overturn voting rules in 2020, is representing Hart and asking the House to overturn the Iowa result. Elias is representing another defeated Democrat in New York's 22nd congressional district, where he claims that there were irregularities with voting machines. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, because if I say it about my guy, I can be kicked off of this platform. But I'm just reading an article, and it's okay because the voting irregularities actually hurt a Democrat. So we need to call that out, because I'm sure there were some black people hurt because they voted for a Democrat and their voice wasn't heard. Wow. So, with voting machines, claims that when made by Republicans led to their expulsion from social media. Miller Meeks filed a motion with the U.S. House Committee on House Administration to dismiss Hart's claims, which was filed under the Federal Contested Elections Act. The committee rejected Miller Meeks' motion Wednesday on party lines. The margin separating the two candidates was only 6 votes out of almost 400,000 cast, less than 1/6 of 1%. That's 6 votes, not 6,000, not 600, not 60, or even 16, just 6 fewer votes than we have members of this committee. Chair Zoe Lofgren, Democrat, California, of all places, told committee members it should not be surprising that any candidate in these circumstances with a margin this close would not seek to exercise their rights under the law to contest the results. Are you flippin' serious? The committee's ranking member, Rodney Davis, Republican, Illinois, pointed out that Miller Meeks' election included a recount, a bipartisan canvassing of the ballots cast in the race, and had an option to appeal those results through the state's court system, a step that Hart chose not to utilize. It will be one of the greatest mistakes this House makes to take up an election contest with a candidate who sidestepped the courts and instead turned into a partisan process in the House. They knew they could not win any other way, Davis said. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? The last time the House voted to overturn a contested election was in 1985, also replacing a Republican with a Democrat, Jeffrey Skelly, of 35 8.com noted recently the Republicans staged a walkout in response to the entire episode is often cited as an inflection point in creating a more partisan and rancorous atmosphere in Washington. Every time I say that these people can't do anything to shock me, they prove me wrong. So everything that we argued that I have to sidestep and I have to be careful to say for fear of losing my platform, these people are arguing right now. 2 seats. Remember, they only have a 5-seat majority. And so such a slim margin of victory for the Democrats. So now they see an opportunity to steal 2 seats in order to make themselves a larger majority. Aren't these the exact same arguments that we made after the 2020 election? But do you hear the mainstream media vilifying them? Absolutely not. Do you hear the mainstream media telling the truth? Absolutely not. I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to give you the real. You guys need to make sure you guys send this everywhere. People need to be made aware of exactly what is going on. I will include this article in the description. Have a fantastic day. We will not let them get away with this. Have a good day.